Hey guys, welcome to SOL! Unfortunately, we have a little bit of a quarantine again going on in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, and so the COVID numbers have spiked, so we're kind of, in the next couple of videos, going to be on and off between Zoom calls and in person because we pre-filmed some stuff and there's a whole lot of logistics to it, but essentially, we are here today with you and we're going to have a McRib. Now, Liza, I'm going to just have you start this off because you've never had a McRib before, so I guess this is all just fanfare and craziness.
Well, I'll say that I haven't had the official McRib, but I've had similar like riblet type sandwiches when I was younger in like elementary school days. They would have those like riblet sandwiches, but it's been like so long. But people like go crazy over this McRib, and I know that it was last year or 2 years ago, you're like, you have to do this McRib challenge. You gotta try it.
Yeah, so the McRib actually hasn't been in this area for at least 4 or 5 years. It hasn't been at any of the McDonald's around here. I think the closest one for a while was in Pennsylvania.
That's crazy. I always thought it was every year that they came out with them, but I guess not.
No, and that's kind of why there's such a big fanfare around it most of the time, is because they don't show up every year. There's actually a McRib tracker that tells you where the closest McDonald's that has a confirmed McRib is to you, which is kind of funny.
And I know that Rhett, like, because you tend to like Rhett and Link a lot. I mean, I love Rhett and Link too, but you watch them a lot more religiously. And I saw a video the other day where Rhett was like all about this McRib too. I was like, we gotta do this. I gotta see what all the fuss is about.
So the McRib is back. It's again a temporary item on the McDonald's menu, not a sponsor, of course. So we each went out to our local McDonald's and we both bought a McRib. So let's go ahead and unbox this, I guess. That's what this is becoming. I got my orange soda because that's the kind of person I am.
I got my French fries. 2 at a time. I'm being very careful about this today.
You've been caught lying to yourself, right? All right, so the McRib comes in a specific box to the McRib. It just says McRib on it. Now, what was the last time you've seen a McRib? Like, is it commercials and stuff? Or?
Definitely commercials. I've literally never had the McDonald's version of a McRib. It looks tempting. It smells really good.
Yeah, so it's a pretty basic sandwich. It's rib meat that's been formed into something that looks, again, like a rib, I guess. Then it has onions and pickles, and then it has a barbecue sauce, which it's just smothered in that barbecue sauce.
So what's your like favorite bite? Do you like to make sure that everything's in that bite, the onions and the pickles? Like, is that your recommendation?
Yeah, you gotta make sure everything's in the bite.
So I'm readjusting right now, right? Because
okay.
Onions are usually kind of...
All right, are you ready for your first bite of the McRib?
Yes, I feel like there's like so much drama leading up to this moment that I hope I like it. So
I'm like 80% sure you're not going to, but I don't know why. It's probably just because you don't like anything else.
Aww. But I've been doing better.
You did try sushi.
I did. All right, yep. So I'm ready.
Let's go for it. It's a very mushy sandwich.
It is, but it actually like really packs like a nice punch in that barbecue sauce. And the meat, although I know it's like some sort of rib concoction, it's not like full off rib off the bone kind of thing, it's still pretty flavorful. The texture is a little not the best for me, but it's aligned with their typical texture with the burgers, but it's a pretty good sandwich.
Right?
You said you didn't think I was going to like it, but I do.
Honestly, I didn't. I thought the texture was going to get you, but...
The pickle's a new level. Without the pickles, without the onions, I don't think I would like it as much.
Yeah.
The pickle adds another layer of texture to it. Did you order Meg some lunch too when you went out?
Of course.
Good. I'm glad you're taking care of it.
I got 2 McRib meals, and she wanted a cheeseburger, and the other McRib is for glamour shot / I'm also going to eat that.
I'm not sure that I'm in that group of people who like wait for this to come back around. And you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a great tasting sandwich, but when I think of like what I really love from McDonald's, this is probably not going to be at my top of my list.
Really? What else did you think is better at McDonald's?
I love the quarter pounder. That's like my jam.
With or without cheese?
Oh, with cheese all the time. Cheeseburgers, any hamburger, I can't just have plain hamburgers. I need to have cheese on it. Even if this was like coming out and I know it's not going to come out again for a while, I don't think I'm going to like run to go get it. Like, I think I might once in that time frame, but I'm not somebody who would like every time I go to McDonald's try to hit this up. So I don't know, like, are you really like into it that like when it's out, you try to get it as much as you can while it's still out?
Yeah, I got this day one when it came back to this area.
I'm not going to pretend like it's not a really delicious sandwich and just the barbecue sauce alone. So let's just say if you're good with rib meat, I definitely endorse this sandwich. Go try it. It's definitely worth it. But I'm curious, do you know why McDonald's doesn't just keep it on the menu full time?
There's a couple of theories. The prevailing theory kind of being the demand. You know, if you hide something from somebody, like the Disney Vault. I know you're a big Disney fan. The Disney Vault was designed so that you could only purchase a movie at a specific time during, you know, while it was out of the vault or whatever. And that allowed them to release the same movie 5 or 6 times to huge fanfare. And like there's the gold edition and the platinum edition and all this stuff. And so they say that, you know, when it comes to McDonald's, it's better for them to hold off for a little while before re-releasing it, because more people will purchase it because there's more fanfare around it. The other one is it's not extremely cost effective to have the rib meat because it is more expensive than the ground beef and everything like that they already do, which is why the sandwich is more expensive and it kind of outprices most of the other things on their menu.
I was going to say that as one observation I made is the price of the meal was a lot more expensive than my typical burger meal. So I was like, wow, this is a really pricey sandwich. But I can understand the type of meat is probably a lot more expensive, but this is definitely worth it. Again, not going to be something that I'm going to sit there and be like, I can't wait for it to come back. But
you will order it again.
I would order it again for sure, and I think that I'd like my mom to try it too, so maybe one day I'll just have her try it, because we like McDonald's. Like, I've been trying to cut down on it a lot, obviously, lately, but ultimately it is my go-to fast food. That and Chick-fil-A are the 2 places that I typically will always hit up when I'm in a fast food craving. But ultimately, this is a fantastic sandwich. It's definitely filling. I'm probably about 3/4 of the way full, and I'm through, and I'm already feeling a little full.
Taco Bell's always been my number one for fast food.
I do like Taco Bell too. It's just not my number one for sure. But cool. So this is a great idea, Justin. So thanks for getting me onto this McRib craze.
I'll definitely have to make sure you know in the future when they come out, because apparently you're not going to look it up. So
I'm not going to keep an eye out. But if I happen to be driving by McDonald's and I see a sign that says the McRib is back, I might be like, oh, let me grab one. Do you know what my go-to thing that I wait for to come back every year? Shamrock Shake.
Oh, really? I was actually going to guess something Christmas related, but...
Yeah, no, the Shamrock Shake, man. That's the one that I like wait for it to come back every year. I'm like,
It's what? Peppermint and green food dye, right? That's like...
It's a mint. I don't know if it's peppermint or just other kind of mint, but I'm going to guess it's peppermint. That makes sense. But this year I tried it for the first time with Oreos in it. So they had the Oreo McFlurry with the shamrock flavoring in it.
I've never heard of that.
And when I say it was like it was just so dang good. And I got it more than once, but one time somebody, I can tell they forgot that I wanted like the mint in it. So they just had a regular McFlurry, and I could see that they put the mint stuff in after the fact and tried to mix it in. It just didn't blend the same way, and it just wasn't as good. But ultimately, it was just like I just love the Shamrock Shake. That's my jam. So.
All right. Well, maybe these 2 things will overlap one year, and we'll have the best of both worlds.
Let me just finish chewing. Thanks for watching me eat a McRib today. Thanks, Justin, for getting me onto this sandwich, and tell us if you've had a McRib before, and if you haven't, has this video convinced you to try it now?
It had better, because it's not going to be here for that long. You better go get it now. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this sandwich is still available when we post it, because if you haven't tried it yet, you absolutely have to. Liza has confirmed that for us. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this sandwich now, and finish. This is really my lunch, so you guys make sure you click that subscribe button down there. Then there's other videos over there and down there. And Liza, I don't know if you want to set us off with your traditional goodbye, but
I was just finishing my 2 fries at a time. But yes, I do want to do that. Bye!
Bye, everybody.